Every time I come, you guys win.
And like, I haven't got your name yet.
Jack.
Jack, okay. I've got Jack with me in commentary box. He's been a sports science enthusiast, having coached players of different levels. He's very much into techniques and biomechanics of the sport. So I'll pass on the mic on him, or try and have a conversation around all of the things that as an athlete you can do to avoid injuries or transfer skills from one sport to the other, and stuff like that. Jack, welcome.
Thanks. Pleasure to be here.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I sports coaching in Australia for 22 years. Played on 8 championship soccer teams in North America. Played baseball. Coached basketball, squash, A-grade squash. Also coached badminton. A lot of racket sports.
Right. So you will be joined by Pritam in the commentary box because he's heading out, and I'll have to go to the field. Some tactical changes here by the captain, I suppose. But enjoy, and then feel free to describe about the situation of the game. The scorecard is right there on the screen, and if there was anything that the viewers would want to know about sports science, where they can sort of be associated with your work as well, or a few tips and things, that'd be very, very handy.
Okay. Pleasure to talk to you. First thing, American baseball actually was borrowed from cricket back in the late 1700s. That's when cricket started. And American baseball pretty much copied it in the 1800s, various things. Of course, the shape of the American diamond is different. I personally believe, playing baseball for many years, that there is a difficulty with cricket. It's a lot harder. I've played some cricket in Australia, and the bounce, for example, with spinners and the fast bowlers, the pitch can be variable. So I think it's very important to appreciate how hard cricket is. And I think it's more risky in many respects because baseball, as we all know, the ball has to go over the plate. And it's just a lot easier in baseball because you don't have this sort of bounce effect. I'm going to give you Pritam now. Here's Pritam.
Thank you, Guruji, Jack, for handing over the mic. So we are towards the dead end of the overs, and now Smashes is batting at 144, so match is getting pretty tight here. Avaani really needs wicket here if they want to be back in the game. So it's end of 16 overs, 145 runs at the scoreboard at the loss of 4 wickets. Just 22 runs required in 4 overs. So if Avaani will be able to grab some wickets here, the match will be in pretty tight situation. They really need a wicket here. If not, with the current run flow, they will go to the victory quite easily. So Avaani needs wicket, and Smashers just need to keep the run flowing. They don't need a huge run rate. They just need to rotate the strike, just capitalize the wrong deliveries. This is what they need to do. Good delivery, good appeal there. Bit of misfilled, but no runs, no damage done. Again, a good delivery. That's on the pad. Misfilled there, and another run considered. That was not necessary. That's a good fielding. So Smashers slowly moving towards the victory here. Great shot that is towards the square and long on. Great shot, good 6. He picked the ball well and gave the elevation that was required. Good hit, good 6. So with this damage, Smashers just need 14 runs in 3.3 overs. Appeal, umpire is not interested. Flicked away on the onside for a single. Two more deliveries to go. Oh, it was a miss. Good bowling there. And it has been called the end of over. So Jack, our coach, is here with me. I just want to ask him about the weather today. How are you feeling about the weather, about the condition, and how about yourself? How are you feeling today?
Oh, excellent. It's really been beautiful weather. Getting a little bit nippy now. But obviously conditions do affect the ball, the bat. You know, you have contraction and expansion and contraction of, the ball, the bat, the pitch. So, it's been a very interesting game. As I was saying to your listeners, cricket is a much harder game, I believe, than American baseball. But a lot of the cricketers and people believe now there's a crossover for training by using American baseball, because the American baseball bat obviously is a lot smaller and it's a round bat, so you got to hit the ball in a different way. You got to be very accurate compared to a wider cricket bat. The ball size and everything, of course, is different as well. So as I was saying previously, the spinners and the fact that the ball bounces, you could track the ball for so long, but when it hits the pitch, where's it going to go? Whereas in American baseball, on the full, as it's called, thrown in the strike zone, you can track that ball. But there's a trade-off between the two sports, and I think that looking at biomechanics, for example, I had a Sydney Blues professional baseball player, and he was pulling the ball as a lefty down the first base line in American baseball, and he was holding the bat too close to his body. I said, open up a little bit, and he stopped causing those foul balls. So I think the same, there's a transition for crossover in different sports to apply to cricket. And baseball is one of those sports, I think, that, people can play some baseball as well, and it'll improve their cricket game, and vice versa.
Yeah, that's a good analysis. Of course, hitting as a cricketer, what I can say is when you practice with the baseball, you got pretty good. You can get pretty good knock off hitting the full toss balls. So that will be a good practice from one end, and also it will be a good hitting practice. Yes, especially for the T20 format. That's good analysis by our guru. Right now, the ball has crossed the fence and is a bit lost.
Yeah. Has it gone into the lake?
I'm not sure, but yes, this is our community cricket. This is how we enjoy, make fun of the day.
Well,
and
the cricketers are getting stronger and better, aren't they? With modern training techniques. In the old days, we would train with medicine ball, the huge medicine ball. Everything now is so advanced that the athletes today really have developed a lot. And probably, I wonder, it'd be very interesting to see if there's any survey on how many more sixers are we getting today and fours than in the past. That'd be a very interesting survey.
yeah, now everything is like is mostly upon technology. Now we have different techniques, different like exercises, the things we perform. For the sportsman, it is more looking like mechanic. Everything looks like a mechanic, like technique that we follow to create a sportsman. So we are living in a modern era of sportsmanship.
Well, for example, if you look at the runners, the best runners, and look at tennis, I've coached tennis as well in Australia 22 years and other sports. And, you could take a good runner, and make him a good tennis player. And the demands of tennis, for example, we know, it's hard on the body eventually. But the racket technology and the strings have made the game so powerful, more injuries are going to happen. That's just the progression. And I see probably in cricket, would we not say the balls are more advanced and the bats are more advanced and the training is more advanced than ever? That we're seeing more good hits and everything?
Actually, more than advanced, I would say that the format has changed. The format before, we used to call it red cherry, the red ball. We used to play with that, long innings and all. Then it was test cricket. Then we went for the shorter format, that's one day. And then we have for the more shorter version like T20, T10 even, these formats. And we have thinned the balls, like red ball is a different ball than the white ball and the pink ball. So yes, the format has changed and the batting technique has changed because the overs has gone shorter. It's more aggressive, it's more like long hitting and more power. So the format has changed in this way.
Well, it sounds similar also to squash. I coached A-grade squash and played A-grade squash. I love the game. And definitely, you have the different balls, red dot, yellow dot, white dot, right? So the technology is changing. The equipment, is advancing in somewhat. But I think you're right, what you said, Pratam. There are other factors and variables to be considered in why sports is going the way it is. But records are being broken, and, this is quite interesting, the statistics. But also athletic development. I mean, science has really advanced a lot in terms of techniques, but I'm a believer in the old, ways of training. For some reason, it seems to have me play pretty good still, my sports.
So the technique we used to use in the old days, we say it classical, but now the technique which we are using are fundamentals. It's like bigger panorama with all of data and all. Okay, so the captain is bowling himself. We are towards the end of the inning. Smashers have done really well today. They did well with the bowling. Like Assad was smashing them, but from the other end there were some pretty good bowlers. They were keeping pretty tight the things, and they limited Avaani to 166. They did it quite well, because at some point it was looking they are going to make 200. So good comeback there by the bowlers, by the Smashers. They fought well, and now they are slowly moving towards the victory. So Sanjay Pandey, that's a no ball called. Extra runs. So just 4 runs required now in 2.3 overs with 6 wickets remaining. A dot ball there for the captain. He has suddenly changed his pace. He has gathered the energy for the end of the inning, trying something new. Full toss cut away for a single towards the offside. So the game is over now. Smashers has won the match. So victory for Smashers. Well done, well played. So it is all about the Sunday we enjoy at this atmosphere in the community cricket. We spend the day and we thank each other. Thank you very much for the day. Signing off from the match.